A very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are fine. Now let's start. Today we will start with communication protocols. What are protocols? Protocols are basically a set of rules. As you are seeing in our constitution, there are some rules are mentioned, and we have to follow these rules. Similarly, over the internet, we have to follow. If we are sending some information, then we have to follow some rules. Okay, so these set of rules are called protocol. Now, the definition for protocol is uh, protocols define standardized format for data packets, technique for detecting and correcting error. If you are sending some information, suppose you are sending in over internet computer, fine, and you are send computer a correct word, but receiver will receive something else. So that who will be responsible for this, some rules are mentioned, and they will see that the data you are sending will receive by correct receiver, or it contain any error. If it's contain error, it will detect and correct that error. Fine, so these are the protocols. Now we will take one example. Let's assume you have two nodes A and B. Fine, and they want to exchange their ideas, but it turns out that both are egoists, and they start talking again simultaneously, and then pause for a breath simultaneously. Fine, and then start talking. So if you see in this example what happened, basically they want to exchange their ideas, but they are not listening. They are only speaking, they are not listening each other. If you are not listen someone else, how could you recognize that what they want to say, that another person want to say? So for this, if the same thing will happen over the internet, then you will not get the correct information. Fine, so you have to follow some protocols. Here you will see the definition, a formal description of message format and the rules that two or more machine must follow to exchange those messages, that is protocol. Fine. Now let's see some protocol. First one is your hypertext HTTP, that is hypertext transfer protocol. If you see in over a internet, there are four layers, like application layer, then your network layer. On the first layer, on very first layer, application layer, this protocol will work. Fine, I will show you, wait, I will show you the diagram, about the layer diagram. Yeah, here you will see these four layers. Forget about these protocols. First see the how the internet will work. First one is your application, the second one is your transport, another one is internet, and next one is network interface. On this layer your HTTP protocol works. Fine, and if you are opening any website, then you will see in the starting, I will show you. Yeah, here you will see that HTTP is written over here. Fine, so this one is a protocol that will work on an application layer, and it is a set of rules for transferring hypertext, like text, graphic, image, sound, video, anything over the internet. Fine, that is your HTTP. Now you, one more time, here you will say, when we enter HTTP, what it says, that you are sharing something, your videos or text, image, anything over the internet. Fine, so HTTP, if someone asks what is HTTP, you will say it is the set of rules for transferring text, graphic, image, sound, video, etc. over the internet, or www. WWW, World Wide Web, and it works on application layer. Fine. Now, in the HTTP protocol, you will see some more things. That first one is URI. What is URI? URI is a Uniform Resource Identifier. And what is URL? That is Uniform Resource Locator. What is URN? URN is Uniform Resource Name, for indicating resource on which a method is to apply. Fine. If you are passing any message over HTTP, then you have to use MIME also. MIME protocol, that is multi-purpose internet mail extension. Fine. These all are the generical protocol for communication between agent and proxies. Now, if you see here, some more internet protocols are there. SMTP, and that is SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. FTP, File Transfer Protocol. We will see FTP because it's in your syllabus. We will see in described form. Fine. So these all are the protocols. And if you talk about the HTTP, it have two distinct items. The first one, the set of requests from browser to server, and the set of response going back to the another way, to other way. Fine. First one, if HTTP protocol will work, first thing is request. Means you are requesting to the server for something, and if your server will respond you back, so that is your HTTP. As you are writing in Google, if you search for HTTP, okay, you will write in Google HTTP, and server will respond you back. It will give you an result. Fine. So HTTP has various built-in request method and allow user to read a web page. Next is your FTP, that is File Transfer Protocol. File Transfer Protocol, what is basically used for, as the name suggests, used to exchange the file across the internet. Fine. And it have very following advantages also. It is very useful to transfer file from one network in an organization to another. It is an effective way to get geographical dispersed group. And FTTP, uh, also popular way to share information over the internet. Fine. So why we need FTTP? To promote sharing of files, to encourage indirect or implicit, to shield a user from variations in file, to transfer data reliably and efficiently. And you can see here how HTTP protocol will work. You have FTP protocol will work. You have to write FTP, then new day, then whatever file is the name of the file. Okay, so it will run on your system, is a client to an FTP process that act as a server for this processor. Next one is your TCP IP, or this is very much important protocol if you are working over a internet. Fine. And TCP is a layer set of protocol. As I show you the layers, one more time I will show you. These are the layer. That's why it's because it work in the layered form, that's why it's called a layered protocol also. Fine. So TCP is a layered protocol, and if you it's your this protocol assume that there is a way to communicate reliable between the two computer. If you see mail, fine, it's an application of TCP protocol. Fine. Example of TCP protocol. So TCP protocol is responsible for making sure that commands get through the other end. It keeps track of what is sent and retransmitting anything that did not get through. Fine. So if we are talking about the TCP protocol, तो टीसीपी का व्हाट इट डज मीन, टीसीपी का क्या मतलब होता है कि टीसीपी प्रोटोकॉल ये नहीं कि तुमने इंफॉर्मेशन सेंड कर दी, तुम्हारा काम सेंड करना था, बट जो टीसीपी प्रोटोकॉल होगा, टीसीपी प्रोटोकॉल हमेशा इस बात का ध्यान रखेगा कि इंफॉर्मेशन जो सेंड की है वो यूज़र के पास, जिसको भी तुमने जिस भी नोड पे इंफॉर्मेशन सेंड की है वो यूज़र के पास पहुंची है या नहीं पहुंची है। ठीक है, तो जो टीसीपी प्रोटोकॉल होता है वो इंफॉर्मेशन की सेंडिंग के साथ साथ कि रिसीवर उसको रिसीव कर रहा है या नहीं, उसके लिए भी रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है। फाइन, एंड नाउ लेट्स सी द डेफिनेशन ऑफ टीसीपी प्रोटोकॉल। टीसीपी is TCP/IP is a base communication protocol of the Internet IP, and it is a part of TCP/IP using numeric IP address. Internet protocol will use numeric IP address. Fine. Now this is your TCP protocol. Basically, as I told you, it has four layers. First one is your application protocol such as mail. Second is your a protocol such as TCP that provides services made by many applications. And next is your IP, which is used for addressing purpose. Fine. As if I am sending a letter, simply a letter to my friends, so I have to mention on the front side I have to mention the address of my friend, and the back side my address. Fine. So it have a both address. That is, if my friend does not receive my letter, then that letter will come back to me. Similarly, this thing will happen with the TCP IP protocol. Now, the one more thing come in the TCP/IP protocol, that is datagram. What is datagram? Is just a collection of data that is sent as a single message. If you have to send a big message, then you will create a datagram for that. Fine, as datagram, and you only send the datagram. It's responsibility of TCP/IP protocol that the TCP/IP protocol will break it into a packets or a frame. Fine, okay, but you are sending. So datagram is basically a collection of data that is sent to as a single message. Now the slip is in not, I think not in your syllabus. Yeah. Now one more time I will show you about the TCP/IP. As I told you that it is a layered protocol. Now IP. As I told you, each computer has a unique address over a internet is called IP address. Now see here, देखो ये जो होता है हमारा IP एड्रेस होता है, IP एड्रेस टू टाइप्स के होते हैं, वन होता है IPv4 और एक होता है IPv6। IPv4 बेसिकली हमारा 32 बिट्स का होता है। 32 बिट्स कैसे होती हैं, जो हमारी नोटेशन होती है डेसिमल, क्योंकि बाइनरी फॉर्म हम लर्न नहीं कर सकते, इसलिए हमें डेसिमल नोटेशन में उसे लर्न करना होता है। तो और वो कैसे, फोर डॉटेड नोटेशन में, फोर डॉटेड नोटेशन, यहाँ पर फोर डॉटेड नोटेशन कैसे हो गया, 1 2 3 4, ओके, इस टाइप से। और उसका एवरी डॉट जो होता है वो 8 बिट्स का होता है, 8 बिट्स का होता है, तो ये 32 बिट्स हो जाएगा। 8 इंटू 4 इज 32 बिट्स, तो इसलिए IPv4 को हम 32 बिट्स बोलते हैं। और जो हमारा IP एड्रेस होता है वो 0 to 255, रेंज फिक्स है इसकी, ये नहीं कि यहाँ पे हम 300 लिख दें, नो, इट्स बिटवीन 0 to 255 हमारा फॉर्मेट होता है। तो हम इसको 32 बिट्स भी बोल सकते हैं, 4 बाइट भी बोल सकते हैं। फाइन। IPv4 एड्रेस आर कैनोनिकल एट रिप्रेजेंटेड डॉटेड डेसिमल notation which consist of 4 decimal numbers each ranging from 0 to 255. Fine. Now IPv6, only the change is here that it is 128 bits or 16 byte address. Nothing else is changed. Okay, the size is large. Now FTP protocol we already done. PPP, that is point to point protocol. Fine. Now let's see how point to point protocol will work. Come to point to, slip is in not in your syllabus. So come to point protocol. PPP is the internet standard for transmission of IP packets over serial lines. Okay, अभी हमने IP प्रोटोकॉल पढ़ा। जो IP पैकेट्स होते हैं किसी भी लाइन पर सेंड करने के लिए हमें PPP प्रोटोकॉल की हेल्प चाहिए होती है। PPP प्रोटोकॉल क्या होता है? पॉइंट टू पॉइंट। फाइन। लाइक इफ वी सी डायल-अप इंटरनेट कनेक्शन, अभी तो हमारे ब्रॉडबैंड कनेक्शंस आ गए। पहले क्या होता था? डायल-अप कनेक्शंस होते थे जो कि हमारे फ़ोन लाइन के साथ कनेक्टेड होते थे। दैट that connection is called a point to point protocol. Okay, that use the, and PPP is a layered protocol started with a link control, that is LCP. Here you will see the layer of PPP protocol. First one is LCP, second one is NCP, and third one is IPCP. Fine. These all are the layered protocol. अब एक एक लेयर को समझो। लिंक कंट्रोल प्रोटोकॉल क्यों होता है? लिंक को इस्टेब्लिश करने के लिए। फाइन। नेटवर्क कंट्रोल प्रोटोकॉल, ट्रैफिक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन। अगर ट्रैफिक, अब तुम बहुत सारे पैकेट्स एक टाइम में बहुत सारे पैकेट्स को सेंड कर रहे हो तो क्या होगा भाई? तुम सेंडर तो सेंड किए जा रहा है बट रिसीवर की कैपेबिलिटी पे डिपेंड करता है कि वो एट अ टाइम कितने पैकेट्स को होल्ड करेगा या रिसीव करेगा। फाइन। तो ये सब चीज़ों को देखना क्या है? PPP प्रोटोकॉल का काम है। फाइन। तो PPP प्रोटोकॉल में 3 लेयर्स होती हैं, दैट इज LCP, NCP, IPCP. Fine. Now next let's see which protocol. HTTP we already done. Now Telnet. Telnet is a protocol for tele network. Fine. Now wait a minute. Yeah, here. Telecommunication network. A network protocol that allow a user on one computer to log in. Yeah. To log in into another computer that is part of some network or on the internet. देखो क्या है कि जो भी प्रोटोकॉल को, एक अगर प्रोटोकॉल यूज़र को अलाउ करता है कि तुम अब मेरे कंप्यूटर पे लॉगिन करो, अपने कंप्यूटर से मेरे कंप्यूटर पे लॉगिन करो, तो क्या दैट इज़ योर टेली कम्युनिकेशन नेटवर्क। फाइन। दैट इज़ योर टेली कम्युनिकेशन नेटवर्क। क्या होता है? जब हमारा कंप्यूटर नेटवर्किंग पर कनेक्ट होता है, कभी तुमने अपनी पिंग, इफ़ यू नो द पिंग वर्ड, कभी कभी क्या होता है हम लोग क्या करते हैं अपने कंप्यूटर से अपने फ्रेंड के कंप्यूटर पर पिंग करते हैं। कोई भी मैसेज सेंड करना होता है थ्रू द नेटवर्किंग, वी कैन सेंड दैट मैसेज। ओके, most of the people will done, I hope. Now next is your GSM, very much important in today's era. This is okay, full form of GSM is Global System for Mobile Communication, and this is a digital mobile telephony system that digitizes and compresses data, then send it down a channel with two other streams of user data, each in its own time slot. तो GSM क्या होता है बेसिकली? अब हम क्या देखते हैं, ग्लोबल सिस्टम मोबाइल के थ्रू भी डेटा सेंड होने लगा है, बट सेम अगर एक वेबसाइट है तो उसके 2 वर्जन बनाए जाते हैं, एक डेस्कटॉप वर्जन और एक मोबाइल वर्जन। फाइन। क्यों बनाए जाते हैं? क्योंकि हमें पता है कि मोबाइल की कैपेबिलिटी थोड़ा कम है, तो उसको कंप्रेस्ड वे में। सिमिलरली अगर जीएसएम को देखा जाए तो ये क्या है? दैट इज डिजिटल मोबाइल टेलीफोन सिस्टम दैट डिजिटाइज एंड कंप्रेस डेटा and then send it down a channel with two or other stream of user data. Now today we will finish here only, because if we study more then it will be a big chapter for you. So we will stop here, and in the next video we will learn some more protocols, about the some more protocols. Fine. So have a good day and study hard. Bye bye.